Finally, this year, I'm proud to announce that we have an agreement. Indian Point will close in 4 years, 14 years ahead of schedule.
Millions and millions of people were caught by surprise when the electrical grid suddenly crashed.
With too much voltage over too few lines, power plants began to turn off.
The theory was it was a tree in suburban Cleveland.
Despite being a superpower, we have a grid that is comparable to a third world country, and that's not right.
So, New York State, we have 50% renewable mandate by 2030. And we're not going to be able to achieve that goal on a cost-effective basis, or maybe even in time, if we keep doing things the old way. The old way is just bolting things onto the grid of Tesla and Westinghouse that grid was never intended to do. So that grid was never intended to have renewables on it, never intended to have distributed resources. So if we want to do things differently, we need to build a different kind of grid, and that grid is the grid that you've all seen the pictures of for a long time, the grid of the future. It's a two-way grid, supply and demand are dynamic, it has a relationship.
The Champlain-Hudson Power Express will bring up to 1,000 megawatts of clean, renewable wind and hydropower to the New York market. Transmission Developers, Inc. is committed to doing this in the most environmentally responsible manner.
Unlike a traditional power grid, which links up large conurbations or whole countries, a microgrid is a small, self-contained network that serves a local area.
I would love to live off-grid if I could.
Everybody would.
I would really love to live off-grid.
Not a reason in the world the city of Newburgh and the city of Poughkeepsie can't be thriving, energetic, young job engines again. If we rebuild our ports, if we rebuild our sewer system, we've got a river here, there's not a reason in the world Poughkeepsie and Newburgh and our small cities in the Hudson Valley shouldn't be distribution centers and economic engines, and we've been fighting for that every day.